That's the thing. You can see the 3D Outdoors with the glasses. Today on 3D Outdoors, Anthony and I are going to be discussing what I think is probably the best value for Scotch on the market right now, right after this. All right, so when laying in the value of something, I'm looking for two different things. One is taste and quality, and two is price. Because for a great value, you got to have a good price. You might be looking at a market where people might be tight on money, and they want a great value, want a lot of something for a lower price. I think this is it. This is a Scotch. And I'll show you what it is here in a minute, but I think we'll taste it, nose it, and taste it first here. Give it a little swirl around the glass, get the aromatics going. Has that typical Scotch maltiness to it. Very much calls out Scotch when you smell it. You know immediately you have a Scotch. This is a blended Scotch. But you have that maltiness, a little bit of brown sugar in there. Maybe just a little bit of maybe citrus fruit or something like that, but that malt is what you catch right up front right away, is that maltiness. And that classic Scotch taste. Creamy. I know this is a word you're not supposed to use when you're doing a review, but smooth. Goes down easy. You've got that malty taste. Just your classic Scotch that you're looking for. Not like your Islay Scotch that would have smokiness in it, but this is your blended Scotch. This doesn't have any smoke or anything, any peat in it. This is your standard go-to Scotch flavors. You know, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of citrus. Got that maltiness in there. Just a good all-around Scotch, I think. What do you think?
I do think, as you say, not supposed to really say it, but I do think it was smooth. Maybe a little bit of bite at the end of the finish, but pretty good Scotch, I would say. I don't know what the value or what type of Scotch it is, but
let's get it up here. That is a big old bottle of Scotch right there.
This is value.
Yes, this is Kirkland's Scotch, and it's $35.99 for that big old bottle. It's a 175. So you're talking a huge bottle of quality blended Scotch, and this isn't just any young Scotch. This is a 12-year age stated Scotch.
Out of Kirkland?
Yeah, out of Kirkland. So it's 12 years old. This isn't some cheapo, only been in the barrels for 4 years or anything like that. This is a 12-year stated Scotch. It's very impressive. It's 80 proof. It's just your standard 40% ABV. So it's an 80 proof product. So, but it does have that little bit of bite on the end, which surprises me. I didn't expect that. But maybe that's a little spice that's in there. Probably, I wouldn't think at 80 proof, drinking it neat, that would be a zing from the alcohol. I would think that's probably a little spice you're getting on the end there. I get that too.
Just right at the back tail of it.
Yep. But for a huge bottle like that with a 12-year statement, that's a lot of years sitting in a barrel.
Yep.
Real easy going down. If you're a Scotch drinker and you like the standard blended Scotches, this is going to be right up your alley. I wouldn't be ashamed to serve this to friends. I'm serving it to my son right now. But you could easily do a mixed drink out of it if you're making mixed drinks with Scotches. And you're not going to break the bank at $35.99 getting it.
Not at all. Not today's day and age. Too.
No.
Value is what we're looking for.
Yeah, that's a huge value right now. Prices have been going up on everything right now. So to be able to pick this up for $35.99 is pretty awesome. And that's another Kirkland product. I did the best value in bourbon, and that was a 1 liter of their 7-year age stated bourbon, and now this is a 175. That was I think $29.99. This is only $35.99, and it's that much bigger of a bottle. I don't know. Kirkland doesn't say where they source their products from. They're very private about that, which I get, because they don't want everybody knowing and maybe copying them or anything like that. But whoever is doing the sourcing, at least so far, that's 2 products of theirs that I've had, and I'm probably going to pick up a few of the others. I know they make a Canadian whiskey that, from what I hear, and Carl's told me this, so I've got kind of an insight on it. Carl from the channel really likes your Canadian whiskeys, specifically Crown Royal. And he said that the Kirkland substitute Canadian whiskey is really good, so that's another one on the list. We'll try it out here on the channel. Anthony and I will try it one of these days and do a review video on it. But I think I'm going to have to get like the whole Kirkland line. Yeah. Unfortunately, some of the specialty items, I know that they did a 1792, which is the same as the 1792 bourbon. They did a 1792 in Kirkland, so they did state where they sourced that from, but I haven't seen that in our city. Yep. We're in a smaller community, so unfortunately I haven't seen that or some of the other specialty items here, but we'll source some of the other stuff. We'll do some other reviews, but there you go. There is just a quick review on what I believe is the best value in Scotch right now. The Kirkland 12-year. This is Dan and Anthony with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. Follow us on social media, and you always follow us over at 3d-outdoors.com. See you next time.